I'm not gonna say that I'll never do that again, but it's gonna go right there at the top of the list of things that I'd rather slam my in a door than do that again. If you stick around, you'll see this week's update and you'll see the craziness that it took to get that wall up, at least kind of right, sort of right, not terrible. This week I decided we needed to get the big mud jobs done. And so the laundry room and the pantry were the two big jobs. As you can see, holy cow. It looks like two blind men were given about a case of fifths and told to do the drywall and 20 bucks and everything would work out fine. And this is what I had to do to get it ready for paint. Now the ceiling's not perfect. It is going to be textured because it was going to be another week to try to get the ceiling to like a level 4 or something that just could be painted without texture. And that was a big nope sandwich. And in full transparency and honesty, the laundry room was the basket case. These guys went into overtime. I think they were halfway through the case by the time they got to the pantry. And it shows like a lot of trying to get it where it needs to be, close, decent, just so I can paint it and feel good about it. I did get a couple more coats on the kitchen, and honestly, the patches are in for the ceiling where the bulkheads were. I'm pretty ecstatic about them. So I started on the mud in the laundry and the pantry at the beginning of the week, and I needed to move on and get some other stuff done. So I said, hey, you know what? We need to break this down by projects. And so we got all the closets done. So all the closets have been patched up. They're prepped for paint. I think they're about 90% done. If you look really close, you could pick gnat poop out of pepper. Oop, I got a scratch. But for the most part, besides that patch where my elbow went through the drywall, they're all good to go. Yes, more patches, wonderful. Everybody loves a high quality closet that they're never gonna see, that clothes are gonna be in front of. Thank God he did that. I also got all the supports cut for all the shelves that are gonna go in the closets. So we have to sand the stuff down, but those will go in before paint, and then the shelf will actually go on after, and we'll paint those up nice. The other thing I got done that the wife was asking me to do, you can see there's no power in the American bathroom. We got the light out there so she can finish the wallpaper. And we got the light out there. We did not get any progress on the plumbing, but we did. What's that? Oh, a fancy box. We did replace. I was going to get this all done today, but the wiring, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of intimidating. So we got the box in, and that's an important step. Oh, the other thing I missed is all the shelves are prepped. They're about 90% ready to go. Everything's trimmed up, sanded down, everything's off of them, and they're ready for paint as well. We're still doing drywall. It's kind of like a venereal disease that won't go away. I'm kind of sick of it, and I'm ready to be done with it. I think overall we're 80% of the way there, including what needs to be done for paint prep. Earlier in the week, I captured what I had to do for this wall. So we're gonna split to that now, and you can see how much of a pain in the hooker-doo it was. All right, today the question is do I have any idea what I'm doing? And I don't. So let me show you what I am doing. All right, so what's hard to see is this. I wanna point it out. See that green line? That means that the bottom is, the drywall is pretty flush with where the line should be. Let's go all the way up here. We're way off. And we're way off all the way down. So much like my camera, what's happening is the wall is leaning back like that. I could have, no, I couldn't have. I could have banged it back, I guess, but I probably would have messed something else up. So we chose to shim it. And so this is the way we're doing it. So as you can see, I have my 1/2-inch board. That's as far as it goes down. And then I put a bunch of shims. And I took this little cheater board that I have. So if you can see that, we are right at half an inch. We go down, then I've got a good clear half inch. It gets a little questionable better. Well, this is 100% a judgment zone. I finally got my first piece of big drywall on, and let's see how we did here. Remember, we were 3/4 of an inch off. So we're not perfect. It's leaning back a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm real happy with that. So if we want to judge, that box looks atrocious. I don't know who freaking cut that. Good God. It's like patchwork heaven. It's ridiculous. Like I said, not a professional, but we've got this to do in the back, and the wall is finally starting to get done. So as you can see, little insane. 3/4 inch difference in the top, leaning back, and trying to shim all this and get it where it needed to be. It was a pain. And it took me about 2 days, honestly, between trying to figure out the method I was going to use and getting everything set up. It took longer than what I wanted to. Over this holiday break, it was really nice to be able to have the girls come and help and the wife come and help when she had time. And I think we made a lot of progress. This week I was feeling a little bit down because I didn't feel like there was much progress. But in reality, just because you can't see a vast difference doesn't mean a lot of work wasn't done. And I got to keep that in mind because I'm a visual person. I like to see more progress. And as we're moving into paint prep, there's not going to be a lot of progress to see. It's going to be a lot of finite details to make sure that when the paint goes on, it actually looks good. So the goal for the next week is to get all the paint prep done and start putting paint up. While I'm excited for paint now because it's one step closer to being able to move into this fat hog that we've got, I'm gonna get sick of painting really quick, I'm sure. But we gotta get there before I can get sick of it, so that's the goal. On the weeks that I don't see a lot of progress, it's really tough for me to be motivated or to want to come and get stuff done. And so what I started doing this week, it's going to sound weird, but it works for me for some reason. When I go back at night, I look at the house and I think about how much space we're going to have and the joy of being able to move ourselves from the rental to here, but be able to actually move and make it feel like home a little bit. So it's keeping me going, even though I'm kind of over this. If you haven't done a renovation lately, come on over. Take a week off. Join me for some fun. And bring your wife or whoever wants you to do it. And we'll kick that bug real quick like. No matter what anyone says, even the general, this will be my last week messing with drywall. If it's not done, I'm gonna call some bubbas in and they're gonna finish it because I'm over it. So we're gonna get as much paint prep done and we're gonna move. Keep moving. We're gonna move on. And since I need to have some fun, what's the one thing that doesn't match in this picture? What the heck is going on? Big weirdo. It's weird. I should just take care of it. Well, if you like watching all my bad choices and everything that I'm doing on this house and the projects that we're working on, give us a like, comment, subscribe, send it to a friend, share it. That way you guys can sit down and laugh at how either poor of a job I'm doing or the fact that I'm doing it at all. With this new year, there are a couple projects that I'm really interested in working on, and they revolve around veteran transition. And so if you would like me to contact you, I'm looking for a roundtable. If you would donate some time to get on a call and just have a conversation and talk through some of the options that I'm looking at, I would love for you to put something interesting in the comments. How about Trudy's Pickle Wig? If you comment Trudy's Pickle Wig, I will throw you and your contact information onto a call in the next couple weeks and we can have a conversation. You can give me a sanity check, tell me I'm silly, give me feedback, maybe even be a part of it if you're interested. So comment Trudy's Pickle Wig and I'll get in contact with you. And as always, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor if somebody hasn't already asked you this week. Do me a favor. Make the day you deserve.